Hi everyone, and welcome back again to my channel. I was going to um, finally do another reading, but I got this delivered to me today, and I've been really super excited about this deck because I had it on pre-order, and so yeah, I'm gonna do another review for now. But yeah, this deck is from Stacey Demarco, uh, called Deep, Dark and Dangerous Oracle, and it's produced by Rockpool. I don't know if you can see with the actual camera, but it's actually, you can feel this kind of snake skin about it. I've been really excited about it because I'm kind of thinking it's going to be like a shadow work kind of deck. And I know that sounds strange, but I was just like, oh yes. So anyway, have a read of the back, and then we're looking. Now, I have to say before I read this, I did have, because I was so excited, I actually did have a sneak peek at the cards, and I'm in love already. I haven't read the guidebook yet, but we'll see what the card messages come out, whatever, whatever the guidebook says. But yeah, I'm already in love with the deck. Anyway, so we'll read the back, and it's always hard to see in this camera. There is a great beauty and power in darkness. All right. Yeah, because I'm hardly able to see it. What if by stepping into the realm of the monster, or monsters, sorry, and the things that go bump in the night, that, oh, sorry, what seem, oh, here we go, what seem twisted and dangerous is actually a torch leading us out of the darkness into divine wholeness. From the iconic Medusa to mermaids, Valkyries and vampires, Selkies and Sibyls, find your truth in the deep, the dark and the dangerous. This deck includes stunning images of the world's deep creatures, dark goddesses and gods, and dangerous heroes and shadows. Sorry about that, I could barely see the words. So anyway, we'll open up and have a look. The guidebook doesn't have the same feel. It's quite smooth, and you always get this about the app and a download if you want to do that. But yeah, I'll have we'll have a look at the guidebook. Snakeskin, I love it. Okay, we've got the introduction about the oracle, the cards. All right, it's got different sections: deep, dark, dangerous. Well, oh yeah, exactly. Introduction goes for a while about this oracle, how each card is structured, the name of the subject of the card, the messages. Oh, you can't see over there. The message of the card in summary. Okay. Oh, we've got some spreads. Dark Moon 3-card draw. That's interesting. The 4 elements spread. And there's another one. Traditional 7-card spread. Timing spread. Okay. And then straight into the cards. Okay. Oh, this is going to be a bit of work to read when we come across it, but I'll do my best. So yeah, they're all that way. The duality, plant companion, crystal companion. Okay. All right, so we'll have a look and see how we go. So anyway, here's the cards, and look, they've got gilding. I like shiny things, I have to say. I'm not going to feel bad about that. But yeah, it's got gilding, and that's pretty good as well. So I'm quite happy with that. So let's have a look at the cards themselves. And yeah, I don't know if you can see at the top, it has a number. So the cards are numbered at the top. And then it's got a couple of words there. So we've got shadow, depth. And they're a little thin, but not really too bad. And they're not papery. Oh, I didn't show you the backs. It's a snake again. So, you know, shedding the dark, shedding your skin, so to speak. Yeah, so let's have a look at the cards. So we've seen that one, shadow. Now I think, I didn't tell you, but I think there's 44 cards in this deck. Oh, hang on, we can, sorry, I'm all over the place. I was just really super excited, and I thought, I just want to make a quick video about this. Yeah, I think that says 44. Okay, so, oops, sorry. So we've got Selkie, freedom, and it's like a seal, but there's a face in the seal. Kraken, mystery, we've got the ship there, Kraken, and there's her face. I'm loving the artwork too. I think that's great. Oh, dragons, I think you already know I like dragons. And then the little word there is treasure. Okay, Kelpie, warning. Okay, that's interesting. And there's the person there. That looks like a horse head. Okay. And then we have Hel. I think that's a goddess's name. And it says acceptance. Hades, the underworld. Because it's kind of like with shadow work, you're looking into the underworld of yourself kind of thing anyway. So I think, yeah, I'm going to do well with these cards, I believe, for myself. And this one is Skilla, resilience. Yeah, I'm not afraid to do my shadow work. So I'm gonna enjoy this deck. Cerberus, Guardians. You know, this actually, I don't know if I should say this, but I've been a fan of that show Supernatural when it was on, and they had in one part of it they had, also some parts of it they had hellhounds, and that reminds me of those. Anyway, oh, this one's a different word. I don't know how to say that. Ganakatate, blessings. Hydra, regeneration. Apuch, fear. Wow, that's interesting. excuse me. Sybil, foresight. Mermaid, beauty. I like how they haven't made, again, I don't know if it's picking it up in the camera, but they haven't made her look like some sort of supermodel sort of thing. She's looking more realistic, and there's a little ship on the top of her head, I think. I don't know if you can see that. And this isn't all gender specific, like all females either, because here we go with some males. So the gods and goddesses aren't just for one, females. They're for everyone, female and male. Doesn't matter your gender. You can still work with them. Mithras, loyalty. Persephone, the journey. I've got a feeling I've seen this actual image, this image of this woman in another deck, but I just can't pinpoint it. If you guys can pick it up and know which one I'm thinking about, then yeah, put it in the comments if you wouldn't mind, because it's just racking my brain. I used to love this. This was one of the first myths I learned about in high school back in the day. The Minotaur. And this says compassion. I was fearful of it, but I just thought it was amazing. I thought it was the coolest thing, because a lot of the time with school subjects, they were incredibly boring, but when the Minotaur came along, I was like, oh wow, when we got to learn about it. Charon, reciprocity. There's a whole bunch of keys at the top. Nyx. I think that says darkness. Hypnos, rest. Hecate, illumination. The thing also is, I think sometimes the darker goddesses tend to get a bit of a bad rap in that, some people sort of think, oh, they're scary, or might be difficult to work with. But I have, for instance, I've got the Kali deck here, and I've been working with Kali for like 2 years at least, and it'll be longer actually. I had a fear of operations, and I had to get one a few years back, and I worked with Kali and Medusa, and they helped me to, push through the fear anyway, and get it done, because obviously it made an improvement in my life because I was able to have it done. And had I given in to my fear, I would have been in a worse position, let's just say. So even, how even if something is not good for you, sometimes you still will be too afraid to move forward to not let it happen, so to speak. I don't know if I'm explaining it well enough, but yeah, sometimes we sort of, even though we know it's not a good thing, we still cling on to it. And this is where the gods and the goddesses and, the shadow work can help us to push through that and go, and improve on our life, improve our lives. Don't know if I'm making any sense. I'm just rambling. Anyway, Momolikia, service. Sorry, some of the words I'm not sure. And I'm going to probably have a bit of difficulty trying to see through the camera with the guidebook, so I might have to read it off camera. Circle, alchemy. See, they're not all scary pictures. And as I say that, here comes Carly. Anyway, Carly, love. See, Carly, you know, she can bring love, you know, in your life, love for yourself, you know, self-love, because a lot of the time, you know, and there, look, there's the heart. A lot of the time we don't stop to give ourselves that, you know, that love and care that we should. That's the whole point. There's that saying of self-care, self-love. I mean, if it wasn't necessary, it wouldn't be a thing, but it is, you know. And by showing ourselves that love and that care and working through our dark bits and pieces, then we're bringing in more love. You know, what we put out will bring back, it will come back to us. Anubis, respect. The Morrigan, sovereignty. Lemur, loneliness, yeah. And there's some little birds up there. Vampire. Hunger. Werewolf. Changer. Oh, change. You see that? Like transformation, like changing from one thing to another. I don't know, I just feel like that's kind of in the air at the moment, that there's a lot of change for the better going on. Maybe not so much in the media or politics, news, whatever, but personal, people making personal changes for the better, you know. Seems to be, I don't know, that it's what I'm noticing lately anyway, and as well as myself as well in that. See, and how we've got the men here as well. Myrmidon, discipline. I like the looks on their faces. They're very, what's the word for it? Disciplined, but they're very focused. You know, it's not in a way that's what's the word for it? Not frightening. It's not that scary or anything. They're not, but they're very determined. Yeah, determined and focused, disciplined. Yeah. Erinyes, vengeance. Yeah, see, this has definitely got to be a shadow work deck, I'm sure, because these are parts of our shadow personalities from time to time. Chimera, synergy, different aspects. Banshee, grief. Is the banshee the one that screeches, like a really ear-piercing screech? Can't remember if that's a banshee or harpy. I don't know if there's a difference. Jormungandr. Midgard serpent, I think that says. Cycles. Yeah. Serpent cycles, shedding skin. Harpy. Oh, here we've got harpy. Chaos. It's kind of hectic and chaotic. Oh, we've got a cat. Kate Sith. Focus. Fetch. mirror. It's kind of dark looking. Kusith, focus. Did we have another one that said focus? I thought there was another one that said focus. Must be needed. Sheila Nagig, boundary. Sphinx, gratification, and there's the cat too. That's so fitting. AOC, disconnection. That's interesting. And look, there's in the background, I'm not sure if it's picking it up, in the background is like, it looks like some sort of township there, and she's clearly in a cave further away and disconnected. Valkyrie, ha, choice. And there. Medusa, I think I mentioned Medusa before, didn't I? Injustice. Oh, it's interesting. And this is card 44. Puka, mischief. Okay. All right. So let's just see if we see how they shuffle. Okay. Yep, they seem to shuffle quite fine. Yeah. I think, let's see if we can get a card or two. What do we need to know this time? Spirit, what would you like to let us know? Again, I have to, has to get used to my energy. I just had a quick look and I didn't actually connect, as it were, yet, but I will. Okay. Can we have a card yet? What do we need to know? Okay, what about you? You're looking at Sharon, reciprocity. Okay, reciprocity. Is there any others? That's too many. Do you want any other cards? Okay. I think we're just needing to read this reciprocity card. Yeah. I don't think anything's coming in you. Loneliness. Okay. Well, we'll read loneliness first and then reciprocity. 27. Let's go. Finding 27. The Muir. It is quite difficult to see it a bit. But anyway, you can be solitary without feeling lonely. Your true power comes from the inside out. Are your fears real? Sorry, it's not really. Oh, there we go. You cannot let unnamed fears interrupt your own peace of mind. You should be aware of your ancestors and the bloodlines that have created you. Okay. And I think it goes into more about the lemur themselves after that, and yeah. Plant companion is fennel, and crystal companion tourmalinated quartz. That tourmalinated quartz is about shifting negativity. That makes sense. Fennel is kind of like a licorice kind of flavour almost. It's a vegetable. Okay, that's interesting. We'll look at number 18 now. Okay. Sorry that my phone's not really getting the right focus. Okay, so Charon, reciprocity. You must find balance in acts of giving and receiving in all ways, but in particular in your give and take with the earth. You must learn to reciprocate. Okay. Maybe we need to plant some more plants or something, or grow herbs or vegetables, or look after the plants, look after the trees. Plant companion poinsettia. Is that red-leaved plant, poinsettia? I think it's a really, if I've got the same, I think it's a really pretty deep red kind of leaves, large deep red leaves, and they're really pretty. Crystal companion is Larimar. Larimar. I can't remember what Larimar is good for. I've forgotten. It's not coming to me. Duality, giving, receiving, acceptance, rejection. I didn't look up the other lemur. Sorry. HJKL. Oh. Where is it? Oh, it's not going by. Okay. 27. I thought it was going by alphabet. Sorry. Duality was solitary, lonely, fearsome, fearful. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, there is other information here. I think it goes more into the actual thing, god or goddess themselves. See, ancient Greece, Rome. Chiron was the ferryman of Hades, the son of Erebus and Nyx. His responsibility was to ferry the souls of the dead over the rivers of death, and so he is what is called a psychopomp, a guide of the dead. The two rivers he worked were the... I can't see that very well. The two rivers he worked were the Styx and sometimes the Acheron, the river of sorrow. These rivers separated the worlds of the dead and the living, so it was important that the newly dead were able to journey across safely. Also, Charon ensured that no dead travelled back the other way. Yeah, so it's just sort of saying a bit about the Yeah, don't, the ferryman. What happened if the ferryman wasn't paid? Some myths say that the souls were left wandering indefinitely, but most suggest there was a 100-year penalty until the soul could come to Sharon and be taken across into the realm of the dead. The act of reciprocity, the payment for Sharon's labour and care, became an important act in the respectful care of the dead. Well, I mean, we still are getting the message that reciprocity is important when you can do it in a balanced way. And this was also saying to do with the earth. So, yeah, so you sort of, yeah, you'd sort of, yeah, it's kind of both, really, I think, that balanced reciprocity between one another is the healthier way to be, and in the same way, like it was saying with the earth, if we're constantly taking, not giving back in some way, even in, like I said, even if it's a small way, like, I don't know, if you're able to grow some herbs or just water a plant or thank a tree, I guess, even whatever you're able to do, if you're able to get outside and appreciate nature, it's going to feed your soul as well, and that's why I feed the birds every day myself outside, to try and do my part in giving back, of course, but it feeds me as well to be able to interact with them, so I think in that way we can get a measure of balanced reciprocity, by doing that as well. Anyway, enough of my blabbing. I'm sort of rattling on and on. I quite like this, and I love that it's got that bumpy texture on the box as well. It's quite nice, and I love that it's, of course, that it's got the red gilding on it. Sorry for waffling so much. I was just sort of, I guess I was going kind of deep within myself. I don't know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to using this deck for my own shadow work and that as well. So let me know what you think about this deck. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with this. I'm quite happy with it. I mean, even though the words are a little hard to see with that background, the snakeskin background, it's still not a deal breaker. I think I'm going to really enjoy using this deck. Yeah, so thank you for watching and sticking with me in my waffling this time around. Hopefully I'll be getting some more readings up soon as well for you. And yeah, until next time, thank you for watching, and bye for now.